Well, hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Ministry Designs channel. So excited to have you with us for yet another video with a website tip coming at you. This week, we're going to be talking all about calls to action and how you can create powerful call to action that is effectively going to help you reach more people in your community through your website. Before we get started, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button on the channel, and also hit the little bell below to make sure you're notified whenever we post new content on this channel. We got a bunch of great more tips coming for you, more value to add, so make sure to follow along with us. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Well, all right, here we go. Talking about calls to action, engagement. That is the goal of our website. If we're following the Discover, Like, Trust, and Engage Alpha Framework model here by Ministry Designs, once they discover us, we get them to like us, we get them to trust us. The last step is engage. And if we don't get them to engage with us, then these other steps don't really mean anything, because we're just having people check us out online and never starting an actual relationship or visiting in person at your church. So engagement's important. So the question is, how do we effectively engage with people that are on our site? You already have captured their attention. You've already brought them to the point where they're interested in you. Now it's all about an opportunity. So let me tell you a story. There was one time that I was talking to one of the leaders at my church and was telling them how I had a heart to do something. There was something in the church that I wanted to do, but I was afraid to take some steps. I just didn't know what I wanted. I wanted to do it. I knew that it was something I wanted to do for the Lord, but I was nervous about taking some action steps, right? And the pastor that I was talking to on our pastoral team, she sat down with me and she encouraged me to go forward with it. She convinced me that, this might be a good idea. And then at the end of that conversation, where most people would just say, okay, well, think about it and see, she looked me dead in my eyes and said, "So when are you going to talk to Pastor about it?" And I said, And she said, "I want a date. When are you going to text him? I want you to text him and ask him for a meeting. When are you going to text him? Today?" And I said, "I guess today." She said, "If you don't text him today, I'm going to talk to him tomorrow morning when I'm back in the office, and I'm going to tell him that you want a meeting, and I'm going to do it for you. So you might want to do it for yourself." And I was like, whoa, that's never happened to me before. She put me right on the spot. But you know what happened? I ended up getting the bravery because she encouraged me to actually take an action step. And because of that action step, I was able to connect with Pastor and ultimately was able to step into the thing that I was trying to accomplish there in the church. So it was a really effective way to communicate. But had she not given me that opportunity, had she not repeatedly told me, "Hey, do this, do this, do this. When are you going to do this? Are you coming? Are you going to do it?" then I would have never probably engaged, and who knows where I would be today with that specific ministry that God put on my heart. So that is the importance of a call to action. We're not trying to be pushy. We're not trying to be rude. We are simply providing opportunities for people to act upon what they are already feeling inside. They want to show up. They just need to have a commitment to follow through. That's a big part of it too. Commitment is huge, because if you can get somebody to commit, then you can follow up with them, and then they feel like, okay, now I have to go. I made the commitment. If you leave it up in the air, who knows? Sunday mornings, maybe the kid's not feeling as well, or it snowed. We're in Michigan, so maybe it snowed a little bit, and you're like, the roads are a little icy. Maybe I'll stay home and eat pancakes. I'll watch it online, right? Sounds like a lovely morning. But if we have a commitment and people are expecting you to be there, you're much more likely to actually take steps to move forward. So what does that look like? Simply put, engagement is simply well-placed calls to action on your website. So rather than So rather than tell you all about it, I think I'd rather just show you what a really great example would look like. So I'm going to head down here to my screen. You can follow along with me, and we'll give you a visual aid as to what a really good example of a call to action is. So here we are at Church on a Mission. These are our friends down in New Orleans, Louisiana. I use them a lot because they do a really, really great job with their new visitor experience online. So right away when I see their website, of course, we're going to have a video. It's engaging. It gets my attention. I'm going to notice this pop-up over here. They have a video that encourages people to come. Say, "Hey, welcome. We'd love to meet you. Plan a visit with us." Click the button below, plan a visit with us. Then going down, we see plan your visit now. If I hit plan my visit now, it's actually going to come up here with an option for me to actually engage, let them know that I'm coming. It has some next steps, and I can immediately engage with them. And that is what we are trying to accomplish here. If I go back to their homepage, you can see maybe I'm not ready yet. Maybe I don't want to go through that process yet. I see it's an option for me, but I'm not ready to take a step. But I'll scroll down. Immediately, I'm going to see this, plan my visit now. I'm instantly going to have an opportunity to engage. That's opportunity to engage number 2 already, and I haven't even scrolled that far down the page. Scrolling down more, I see locations and service times. I have some more information. Maybe I want to look into some of these individual ministries, see how this is a fit for me. I have all these great images that keep me engaged. I'll come down, here's a new section with this color here. And immediately now, it's like, okay, you had a couple seconds to kind of clear the air. You'll learn more about us. How about you plan to visit now? So there's another option. This is option number 3 already within 2 scrolls down this website page. Then I'm coming down here again. I'm going to look at this. All right, look at these more images. Maybe I'll look at some of these FAQs. And you're going to find in here that there are more buttons. Oh, look at that. What time of service? Here we are. Plan my visit now. Why should I plan my visit? Plan my visit now. A lot of these FAQs are actually going to have more options to plan a visit. So now we're up to 5 already, halfway down the page. Continuing down, I say I can test drive a service. I can watch one of these, check out the values, and then I have a designated section right here at the end that's going to give me another opportunity, very boldly, plan your visit. Here's what we want to see, and then one more time at the bottom. So I think that's a total of, I lost count, maybe 9 different times on this one homepage that they encourage plan a visit. Now, maybe you might think, well, that's pushy and I don't want to make people uncomfortable. But it's not about making people uncomfortable. It's simply about providing them an opportunity to step in to an actionable step with you to make a commitment. And it works. It's a really effective way, because maybe scrolling back up to the top, maybe I wasn't ready to plan a visit here, but I learned a little bit more. I'm not ready to here, but I watched the video. Maybe I check out these, I'm not ready to here. I watched the service. I think, you know what, this is pretty cool. Maybe I am ready. So by the time I get to the bottom of the page, I will plan my visit. And it's not my first time being asked that. Because first of all, if I only asked at the bottom of the page, it's very likely that most people wouldn't even see it because they might not even scroll that far down the page. But by having it multiple different times, it introduces the idea to me, and I can kind of decide as I'm learning. And so I know, oh, that's an option in the back of my head. I could plan a visit to this church. That is engagement. We're providing opportunities for people to take actionable steps to engage with us in some way. Do this on your church's website. It is effective. It will make a difference. And when you're doing your calls to action, keep it simple. You don't want to have 5, 6, 7 different calls to action on your page. That gets confusing. Decide what your message is. If it's your homepage should be for new people visiting your website. Your members will find what they're looking for by clicking on a menu button in the navigation menu. Your homepage, use it as an opportunity to engage with people who have never seen you before and encourage them to come, encourage them to communicate with you, encourage them to contact you or reach out to you. Maybe it's prayer. Hey, you need some prayer? Love to have you chat in. We'd love to pray for you. Some type of engagement opportunity needs to be on these pages. Make sure it's clear, concise, and consistent, and it will make the difference for you. But that's all for this video. Make sure to like, again, this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notified for new uploads. So excited that you guys are getting such great value out of this. And if you have any questions, as always, reach out to us at ministrydesign.com.